who's going to face off against Alex T in the semifinals. Best of luck to both players. We'll count them down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So welcome one, welcome all. It is the penultimate match of the CTL Season 32 quarterfinals for the championship. And it's two division mates facing off against each other. It's Sam Vaughn versus Cryticalapis, second versus third in the division, Seed 3 versus Seed 6. And with that, let's go ahead, in case you're either tuning in for the first time or only just catching up now. Let us introduce our two players. Starting out on the left-hand side, rolling out of the United Kingdom with a PB of 5.98 million points, finished runner-up in his division, Division 1A, only was a blue Scooty Game 5 loss away from going perfect in the division. He has made the playoffs in each of the last 3 seasons. He is also a 2-time national champion at Classic Tetris with CTUK. And is hoping to make a run at trying to get to his second ever Grand Finals. It is Sam Vaughn. And his opponent rolling out of the USA with an overall PB of 2.96 million points. Competing in only his second ever Division 1 season and his first ever championship match. In at seed number 6, finishing third place in Division 1A. But can he pull off an upset and get through the semifinals against what might be one of the favorites coming into this bracket? It's Cryticalapis. Cryticalapis leads 199 to Sam's 108. Yeah, I know the next box is bug. It's fine. I'll sort it out later. As you probably gathered, yep, these two have faced off against each other this season in Division 1A. It was Sam who won that match, of course, by 3-0, a sweep. So Cryticalapis will definitely be looking for some sweet, sweet revenge here today. It is only the second time that these two players are, third time, sorry, that these two players are facing off against each other in a match for ELO. The last time before CTL's, the league phase this season was back in October 2024 in CTM Challengers, which was the second tier at the time of Classic Tetris Monthly. It was Sam who won in a decider, 3-2. In the past 3 months, Sam has accumulated a fair median score of 1,278,000. What that basically means is that is the sort of average or middle game of all of Sam's games in the past 3 months. It's different from the average, but it's sort of the median score. That ranks him 8th out of all tracked players. Cryticalapis with a fair median score of 1,116,000 in the past 3 months. That puts him in the top 25. Sam is currently on 322, Cryticalapis 398. We're just about 100 lines in. How's the spreadsheet coming along? I haven't done work on it in a little bit, well, by a little bit I mean like a few days, because I've been busy with other stuff like this, the playoffs, as well as other stuff, but I'll be getting back to it. There's some stuff I want to do with it. A lot of bits is there from Sam. Both players with some really clean stacking at the moment. Some burning from both of them for sure, but not doing bad at all in terms of their pacing. 392 at line 108 for Sam. 446 for Cryticalapis. Sam's strongest statistic in the past 3 months has been his fair 38%, which means the amount of games that go all the way to level 38 from an open 18 start, or 18 or 19 start, that is. 31.4% of his games going there. That is 4th of all active players. That is a stat only bested by Blue Scooty and Alex, I'm pretty sure, and Meme, I think, as well. I need to double check, just so I can confirm that I'm not messing that up. 494 for Sam, 530 for Cryticalapis. Yeah, Blue Scooty, Dog, and Meme. Yeah, so not Alex. Blue Scooty, Dog, and yeah. Players are now into level 19. Transition 574 for Sam, 582 for Cryticalapis. Tetris for Sam, 658. Yeah, I'll fix it, don't worry. Nice spin of that Z piece for the single for Sam. Cryticalapis gets a Tetris, 703. Tetris Sam, 720. It's back and forth, pretty much neck and neck here. Nice dirty from Cryticalapis. Sets up aggressively for the next Tetris. Will get it. They can definitely afford to do that, given the fact that, you know, with rolling, that's what you do. We say it time and time again, but it really has sort of continued to sort of stretch the limits of level 19 and even 29 now at this stage, because we're just seeing players, especially recently, just get better and better at 29 to the point where you haven't seen them playing how even pretty good players play 19. Or not very good players like me play 18. It's crazy. 887 for Cryticalapis, 878 for Sam. And as corny as that is, it doesn't make it any less true every single time you see it. Nice pullback of that T-piece for Sam. Gets another Tetris. Cryticalapis opens up an L dependency here. Burns it away. Turns it into a J dependency. 951 now for Sam. 907 for Cryticalapis. Ronkley says, you're only a Tetris away from not being able to call yourself a not good Tetris player. Just a thought. So you're calling Kingsman a good Tetris player. Unfortunately, I know you're saying that through gritted teeth, Ronkley. I know you're saying that through gritted teeth. Cryticalapis goes into level 29 first at 995. Sam with an A69. Cryticalapis with a nice clean board. Sets up for a Tetris here. Gets the bar over, gets a Tetris. Now within one Tetris of Sam, who is just looking to try and burning, just keep this board nice and low. Cryticalapis definitely going more aggressive here in the opening 10 lines. It's A83 to A48. Cryticalapis gets the right side open, takes a crucial triple and another double. Now looking to get column 4 back open. Beautiful stacking here from both players as Sam now has the well reoriented back over to column 10. Cryticalapis set up for a Tetris with the bar comes a little bit too late, but that one won't. And Cryticalapis takes the lead back. B12 to B08. It is practically neck and neck. Almost every burn switching the lead. Tetris again for Cryticalapis. Good double here for Sam. Looking to try to get column 3 back open. Gets a T-piece down there. Opens back up the well. Cryticalapis is back back covered again. Tetris was trying to take back the lead. Cryticalapis covers with the L just as the bar was coming. Didn't get the S piece all the way over and hangs the bar. And Cryticalapis is gonna top out at B63 just as Sam takes the lead back with a B85. Sam takes game 1. So have I, Runkley, so have I. Of course, Sam is going to continue to play this one out. Because every game, even if you're just mullining, counts towards your fair median and all that, which, with the rise of sort of statistics in classic Tetris, only continues to grow more and more relevant when it comes to community rankings and things like that. Stats have really been at the forefront as of recent, and Sam now looking for a potential 1.4 into 39, but we'll have to burn. Still going here into 39, gets a couple lines, but it will be a D93. 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Like, it was wide, like very, very wide. And the brightness was also messing with it. But now it's all nice and, oh, never mind. Okay. Well, at least it's more free. Okay, let me do it while I can. It's fine. $27K here for Sam. Cryticalapis in a bit of trouble here early on, but digging out nicely. Waiting patiently here for another long bar to come down. There's the bar for the Tetris. I'm not sure why now it's just doing all long bars. But it's fine. 60K to 60K. It's neck and neck. Okay. I think I got it. Every piece is the long bar. Hell yeah. In terms of the overall CTL season statistics from both players so far, this season, Sam ranks the highest when it comes to the total max outs so far this season at 23, considerably higher than anyone else. Closest is Cobra with 18. He did just get his 24th. In game 1 there. Cryticalapis getting his 18th to go, tied for second place. But what a rise as well has been for Cryticalapis in the world of classic Tetris League. Only started competing in CTL back in season 27, which was only late in 2024. Started out in Division 3, got promoted to Division 2 after season 29. Only took one season to go up to the promised land of Div 1. Survived his first season in the playoffs, the relegation promotion playoffs. Defeated Evesy by 4-1 to stay in Division 1, and what a second chance it has been, as now he finds himself in the championship playoffs. Playing against one of the best in the business in Sam Vaughn. So Critical's gonna have to find his way out of this. Good double there, but now looking for an L or a J to open up the well again. Does get it open, setting up for a dirty Tetris here. Sam is ahead on 425, Cryticalapis 292. Did Blue, Scooty, and Alex just play against plumbers and firefighters? I mean, it depends. If you consider Sam himself and Cryticalapis himself, if you consider the likes of Alex, Sidnev, Cobra, Cole. I suppose if you're talking about like firefighting, I mean you got Hydrant, Fire Hydrant. So I guess number of games if I had to put it there, this and that. Sam played 27 games compared to Scooty's 20. That's probably why. Approaching level 19 once again. Sam on 563, but Cryticalapis has not had the 18 he was hoping for. Only on 382 and will more than likely just barely get a 400k transition here, but Sam with a pretty decent one, 614, at least by his standards. Cryticalapis with a 406. Transitions are never either player's strong suit. They only rank in about the top 30 in the past 3 months for fair, median 19 transitions. Where they really shine, especially Sam, is in the post-play. Sam ranks 12th in the past 3 months for fair, median 29 transition score with an A63 compared to Cryticalapis with a 993, which is still very good. So both players do know how to turn on the accelerometer when it comes to scoring highly. Tetrises are worth a lot more the deeper you go, but Cryticalapis here might not be able to score if he doesn't get out of this dig. He's in trouble here. He might be able to get out of this dig, but it will allow Sam to further extend this lead, which is not what Cryticalapis wants, but Cryticalapis does get out of it quickly and does take a Tetris, but Sam still leads by over 160,000 points on 770. Now 800 with that Tetris. Cryticalapis 606. Tetris, Cryticalapis 637. Unfortunately, not a perfect clear there for Cryticalapis as the bar didn't come. And we do apologize for the constant flickering on Cryticalapis's board. I am actively working on trying to fix that. I think that has done it. Yeah, we fixed it. Again, my apologies. 958 for Sam, 743 for Cryticalapis. I am pretty sensitive to flashing stuff, so I was really looking to get that fixed. Tetris Sam, max out, A04. Tetris again, Cryticalapis, and another Tetris back-to-back, 846. Healthy balance. Tetris Sam now into level 29, B48. Cryticalapis has done well to salvage back this game, 918. But a 500k post there, 955 into level 29 here. Tetris, Cryticalapis, 997, but still 180,000 points down here on Sam. Both boards looking pretty good here. Sam double flips the chi piece, over rotates it, but still brings the board down. Now can reset, recalibrate here. for further scoring here at this point. Tetris for Sam. C71. Cryticalapis now with a max out, but 6.5. Tetris is down. Gets another Tetris. Still waiting on another bar to come here. Does set up for the Tetris, but misses the 5-tap for the S piece. Gets a J over. Really impressive stuff here. But Cryticalapis' board only climbing. Fills in the bar dependency. Skims, hoping for a Chanel piece to come down. Doesn't quite get it. Sam's on D40. Cryticalapis A68. But Cryticalapis' board continuing to fall further and further into disrepair here. Still looking for a bar. The bar for the split triple comes. Can he get something over? Gets an L piece over left. Cryticalapis still fighting, still staying alive, but Sam just continuing to pull further ahead, but Cryticalapis not giving up here, but hangs an S-piece. Trying to fight, but the L won't go over. And a top out for Cryticalapis at A92. What a fight back, though. And Sam will take game 2. Three, 2, 1, Tetris. Ooh, a very high spire here for Cryticalapis. Does get a bar over for a Tetris. Again, the winner of this match goes through to the semifinals of the championship, where they will meet our reigning champion, Alex T, for a spot in the finals. 136 for Sam, perfect in 6. Make that 7. Cryticalapis, 119. Neck and neck practically between the two players in the opening 50 lines. It was exactly tied there at one point. Now it's just Tetris lead minus a single for Sam, 280 to 258. Tetris Cryticalapis 350, Tetris Sam 348. It's a very strong start again for both players here. 421 now for Sam. 401 for Cryticalapis. Nice J-tuck there for Cryticalapis. Gets a Tetris. 424. Nice Z-spin there for Sam. We'll have to block off the well for the time being, which will allow Cryticalapis to swoop in and take the lead as Sam not able to get out of this as quickly as he'd hoped to. That can be really frustrating for a player, because Sam will know that Cryticalapis can absolutely take advantage of this and score, which he has done to take a 50,000 point lead. Line 106. Nice five tap there for Cryticalapis, getting that square all the way over left. Really high up, it is very easy to miss that and to hang it. But, well, you can still bail yourself out with a bar. Cuts off access and leaves you really hoping for that to come. Critical 573, Sam 516. Both players gearing up and going into level 19. 563 to 597. Tetris Cryticalapis. Tetris Cryticalapis again, 697. Sam, 640. Tetris again, 781 now for Cryticalapis. Sam still trying to bring this board down, now on 662, 120,000 points back from Cryticalapis. Cryticalapis looking for 2 J pieces, gets a bunch of L's, but no J until it's too late. Cryticalapis now setting up with a triple opportunity there in column 8, just needs the bar or a J for it. Does get the L piece there. Sam opens back up the well, and now could maybe, with Cryticalapis not quite Tetris ready yet, Sam could now try and claw back some leverage in this game here. 122 behind, 718 to 841. Tetris Cryticalapis though on row 2, 872, still piling the pressure on Sam here. Nice setup here with that J piece for Sam, but misses the S spin. Tetris Cryticalapis 970. And that Tetris max out in level 26. AO2 at line 209 there for Cryticalapis. Nice bits there from Sam. Hasn't really been the post that Sam was hoping for here to try to catch up to Cryticalapis, as Cryticalapis has only gone further and further ahead. 172,000 points ahead of Sam. Both players will simul-Tetris. As for the third time this game, we will gear up for level 29 speeds. Sam is clean. So is Cryticalapis. Both players now looking for one more Tetris before transition. Cryticalapis will go in first at A58. 893 for Sam. Nice J-tuck there for Cryticalapis, but closes off the well. Nice 5-tap. Another beautiful 5-tap. Hangs an L piece. Cryticalapis needs a bar now. Gets a bar now. B10, but board heavily compromised here. And Cryticalapis will top out at B10. Cryticalapis needs B, or Sam needs B11. Currently on 947. It's a tall order 4 Tetrises needed, and Sam's board not in the best shape here. Sam needs to dig this down, gets a good L piece, another good L piece. Can he get something over? Gets a T over, square left. Oh, hangs the L. And Sam won't get the skim and tops out at 958. And Cryticalapis stays alive. It's game 3 going to Cryticalapis. It's Sam 2, Cryticalapis 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I know, Ronkly, thank you so much for the resub Prime. I just saw that. I don't know why I didn't see it at the beginning of the stream. Thank you for the resub. Much appreciated, Ronkly. Lightning stacking here from Sam. That's all I can describe. Oh my goodness, the L spin. Dirty Tetris there for Sam. Now up to 115 at line 22. Cryticalapis 77. Cryticalapis has been up high here for a lot of this game, but hasn't been able to get the strongest start out of the blocks he probably would have been hoping for. It's still decent, but Sam leads. I think it's having trouble with blue pieces specifically. I've tried to up and down the brightness and contrast, but it's not liking it. It's probably just something with the capture card. Yeah, I guess Sam is making a late push for the Most Creative Stacker award. Which, I mean, he was already a leading candidate for, in my opinion, but there you go. Both of these players were ranked in the most recent edition of the Classic Tetris Premier Poll. Sam was ranked in 8th place of all active players. The Premier Poll is a community-based ranking from Classic Tetris tournament organizers and commentators, restreamers, just sort of people who sort of are present in the Tetris community. Cryticalapis was also ranked tied 18th with Fractal, who made a comeback earlier this year to Classic Tetris activities in terms of playing. Sam on 266, now 271 with that triple. Cryticalapis with the split triple there, 298. And now 321 with that Tetris. Sam takes the Tetris first and then gets a Vitz. And another Tetris right after. Once again, another really close match. Cryticalapis doesn't quite get the bar all the way over left. Missed the 5 tap, fairly low down on the board. It is easily recoverable, thankfully. Can just get another bar over there and should resolve it. Sam in a bit of trouble here, but should be able to burn it down. Again, the biggest inconvenience here is less the fact that you're up high and more the fact you're just losing pace to your opponents. Can be frustrating, but Sam really needs some good pieces here. Is getting them so far, some good burns, but still a lot of clutter on that left-hand side, blocking column 2. But Sam is getting the burns and getting the right pieces to make sure that no extra clutter is stacked on top. Skims to set up a really dirty Tetris. Oh my goodness, dirty Tetris there for Sam. That was aggressive, but it works. And it's always best when it works. Still a pretty close game here, 424 to 451. So just over a Tetris lead here for Cryticalapis. Cryticalapis fills in the bar dependency before taking the Tetris. Board health reigns supreme. Always the sign of a refined Tetris player when you have the Tetris open, but you take board safety, fill in the dependency before you take the Tetris. $489 transition here for Sam. $529 for Cryticalapis. Good set of burns here for Cryticalapis. Gets a Tetris. Tetris as well for Sam. Now the lead goes back and forth. 618 to 611. Tetris Cryticalapis 638. Tetris Sam 645. Oh, Sam misses the T-spin, but still has the opportunity for a Tetris, but does cover the well, at least for the time being. Has a J dependency, but fills it in, gets a split double. Cryticalapis over-rotates the T-piece. Cryticalapis still waiting on a bar here. This is a pretty extensive drought, but both players will get the bar for the Tetris, and Cryticalapis just about making it out of that. 760 to 741. It's level 24 here. Tetris Cryticalapis 790. 773 here for Sam. And another Tetris to go to 804. Both players crossing 800,000 points. Level 26 now, 889 to 874. Cryticalapis spins the Z piece here. It does make a couple holes in the stack, but evens things out a little bit, but will just slow him down a little bit. Does get the well back open. Tetris Sam, 976, sets up again. Tetris on a max out into 28, A11. Cryticalapis just shy of a max out into 28. Gets a Tetris to get a max out, A34. Now takes the lead. Tetris for Sam, A50. Both players one Tetris away from level 29 transition once again. And Sam goes in first. A59 gets a Tetris, A97. A42 transition for Cryticalapis. Skimming a Tetris, A88. Sam doesn't get that bar all the way over left. Couple misdrops, does get the bar over. Nice 5-tap there for Sam. Cryticalapis sets up again, blocks off the well temporarily, looking to get a J piece to open it back up. Closes it off with a Z piece, and that's going to be that for Cryticalapis at B27. Sam needs B28, closing in on it. And that double will do it. And Sam advances to the semifinals, B35. gets the Tetris to consolidate it. Make sure that it wasn't just going to be a less than 10,000 point gap. GG's to Sam. Tops out at a B83, just a 56,000 point gap there. But yes, your winner and advancing to the semifinals, Sam Vaughn.
And there you have it. Both players are ready. So with that, let's go ahead and get our Season 32 playoffs underway with the quarterfinal matchup between the #1 seed, Blue Scooty, and the #8 seed, Hydrant. We'll count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. You know what? I have the ability to do that, so I'm going to do that. You can see their seed now. On the left, rolling out of the United States with an NTSC PB of 40,264,000, and is your former 5-time CTL champion, which he did back to back, all 5. Welcome in, Blue Scooty. And on the right, the #8 seed, rolling out of the United States with a PB of 2,364,000. What a line spin that was. Of course, we'll get to that in a second. Welcome in, Hydrant. And yeah, of course, you do something really neat like that line spin, and then you mess up the very next piece. That's just the way it goes in Tetris. And that one mistake does mean that Blue Scooty will have the lead, as Scooty's got 6 in a row to start off this one. He does have a bar dependency. He's going to get that filled in quickly. And so far, this seed is proving to be pretty good for Scooty. Just a reminder how the playoffs go. It's a little different than the regular season. The higher seed, in this case Scooty, gets the choice of levels 18 or 19 in games 1, 3, and 5. Hydrant will get it in games 2, 4, and 6, or 2 and 4. There is no game 6. At least no official game 6 anyway. And there's no haggling over the pieces. It's the higher seed's choice, whether they re-roll or increment. 211 for Scooty, 186 and a mess for Hydrant. But Hydrant will be getting that down. Oh, and gets a perfectly timed bar there. Things are going to be looking pretty good in a moment here. And there it is. Right side is open. Still has to do some work to build it up, but gets that done, and bang, Tetris for Hydrant. He's back by 2.5 Tetrises here. All things considered, not bad. Could have been a lot worse. Another Tetris for Hydrant. Scooty opens up the right side and will bang one down himself. He's got 326 at the half. That's looking at a 652 transition pace. Shoutouts to Toast. 288 for Hydrant at the same point. He's going to be looking at around 570. Scooty, though, getting a little high. Nice T-lift there to make room for the square. Now has the right side open and is waiting on the bar. And there it is. Tetris for both players. Another Tetris for Hydrant. Things are moving along pretty solidly right now. Scooty's at the 100-line turn. Ooh. Hydra, the last-minute decision on that J. Gets it where it needs to go. And now has the right side open, but there's a hole in column 9. Probably looking for some L's to take care of that. Another one will open it up. And there it is. So he's got 406 at the 100-line turn. Scooty coming out to a fairly decent lead now. It's about 3 Tetrises in pace. Scooty is also ahead by 10 lines. So his real-time lead is more than that. AdamIrish dropping the 16-month resub at Tier 1. Thank you very much, Adam. Oh, Scooty is in a lot of trouble. Scooty is in huge trouble. He needs a bar. He gets the bar for the triple. Level 19 is right around the corner. He's got to get this figured out quickly. I think he's going to have it low enough that he can handle. But oh my goodness. Maybe not. Yeah, this is a scary transition at 561. But he gets just the right pieces after transition to burn it all the way back down. 552 for Hydrant. Hydrant has pulled it almost all the way back. It's neck and neck. As we are off and running at the level 19 speeds. Those are about 50% faster than what we were just playing a moment ago. Should they make it to level 29, the speed will increase again. It will double. And then if they make it to 39, it'll double once again. Into an almost unplayable supersonic speed. Scooty gets a bar for the Tetris. He's got the lead back, 697 to 634. Although he is ahead by 8 lines, so the lead is very minimal. Yeah, that was one of those cases where it's like, you know, it's level 18. I'm just going to start talking about things not related to the game. And then all of a sudden I had to talk about things related to the game. Scooty, some nice tucks there. Gonna get the Tetris. 799 into level 24. That is halfway through the level 19 speeds. Hydrant won't quite be that high. We'll get a bar to go to 768, so really it's about a Tetris difference in pace. Scooty with some complex tucks here. Gonna get one done. Gets a couple Tetrises and then gets the other one. So not a problem. Scooty ready for another Tetris, looking for a bar, but kind of got some parity issues to take care of first. Solves those quickly. And then bang, Tetris. There's the max out for Scooty. 1,027,000. Gets it in 27. I think Hydrant still has... maybe not now. Yeah, he's still got runway to get in on 27. And there it is. Max out for Hydrant. Also on level 27. He's got 1,000,004. Scooty about to hit level 29 here. It's going to go in a little dirty, but we'll get a Tetris. He was in at 1.1. Hydrant might actually have that beat. He can still get 2 Tetrises here. Oh, not anymore, though. There's going to be neck and neck going into the kill screen, but Scooty is alive and scoring. There's a Tetris for Hydrant, also going in slightly dirty. He did have the better transition, but did not have the better start to 29. Oh, boy, that was dangerous, and he's going to top it out here at 1,117,000. Scooty, you are good for game number 1. Yeah, that was definitely a tale of 2 transitions to level 29. honestly, a really good back and forth affair between 18 and 19. Let's go ahead, count it down. Game number 2. Scooty up 1-0. We'll start in 3, 2, 1.